did you kind of see from him this workload this offseason that kind of suggested maybe he'd be a little more mobile?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the work we did in the offseason, but I honestly wouldn't call it slim. I would have called him a Clydesdale back there because, I mean, he was picking his knees up running, and that's something you want from your quarterback because then at the same time, like, going back and look at it, and it's like, okay, here, I need to be better in scramble drill. And so, finding the green grass for him because he's working his tail off back there.
What were your first overall reactions from this little game when you looked at film and just kind of watched that one back?
Yeah, for sure. There's two that I wish I could have back. Obviously, the one where it was a little underthrown, but at the same time, that's the one I pray about. And then, the obvious drop where I took the hit, that's one. Touches my mitts, I got to have that. So, going back, looking at those, getting back with Dak, talking to him about that, and just going over that and then making sure, hey, this is where we need to be, this is what we need to do, and then getting in on Monday, cleaning it all up, and then just being like, all right, on to the next.
And from a seam perspective for a tight end, how much of it is just a commitment of like, hey, if I'm going over the seam, I know that there's going to be some contact probably coming on the end of this?
For sure. And I think that's something I always preach to him is, put that in the seam, like, I'm going to eat the hit. Like, I'll always eat it. And then, just missing that one, that one's a sting for sure. Wish I had that one back, but at the same time, it's on to the next. And every opportunity I get, I need to make that happen.
On one of the end zones where you obviously felt you should have caught, you catch it, you get a chance to curl up and protect yourself as well.
I still think I'm probably taking a shot, but at the same time, it's football. You're going to have to take some shots here and there, and it's also the NFL. So, in my mind, I don't really care. I got to come down with that one.
How do you keep the concentration knowing that you're probably going to take a pretty big hit on a play like that?
There shouldn't be any, like I said earlier, you're going to get rocked. Especially on seam balls, there's a high potential of you getting rocked. But at the same time, I'm 250 pounds. That guy's 190. So it's usually going to hurt him more than it's going to hurt me, and just catch the ball.
A lot of inside zone and powers you guys kind of ran this in week one. As a tight end, do you get excited when you hear kind of that's the majority of the runs you're doing?
I love power. I went to the University of Wisconsin, so that's all we ran.
Yeah.